magnets and resin. Need I say anything more? Let's get to it. Okay, so recently on my feed popped up this old video of someone playing with magnets and a special kind of pigment, a magnetic pigment in resin, and it seemed super fun. And maybe you've seen this previously, but I haven't, and I was intrigued, and right away I ordered a ton of magnets, several different shapes and sizes, and things got a little out of hand. We are going to test this technique out several different ways. So now that I have my magnets sorted, let's talk about the pigments. So I collabed with this lovely lady called Helena from Resin, and she sent me some amazing cat eye magnetic pigments. Now, I don't make money if you buy from her. I will link her in the description below, but I just found these to be like stunning colors and reasonably priced. So go check her out. I guess the only thing left to do now is mix some resin, so I'm excited. Okay, so I have mixed up some of my resin, and I have used this one, which is a Jade Diction Officials Crystal Clear Epoxy Resin. And you guys, I'm not wearing a mask because I am talking to you guys, but make sure you're using PPE when working with the resin. And as soon as I'm done talking, I am going to put my mask on. But let's get started. I want to start smallest magnet to the biggest from what I have. And the tiniest ones I got are these like tiny cube ones. I don't even know if you can see them on camera, but let's pick a color. Let's do this one. Nevada. I'm gonna work on a coaster because these are pretty small magnets. So firstly, I have like an oven tray, like a baking tray, and I feel like it would be easier to place these magnets down on this tray and work. So I'm gonna put these down here. I'm just like trying to lay them out kind of evenly across like the surface area of the coaster mold. Obviously, I'm not being too precious about it. Okay, that'll do. And then we're going to put our mold on top of that. Now let's go ahead and mix our mica. So we're going to take, I don't know, about that much. We're going to load up the pigment slowly and see how much more we need to add. This is gorgeous. It is such a gorgeous color, you guys. Okay, time to pour. I love the color. Absolutely love the color. But is it doing anything yet? I don't see any change so far, to be honest. All right, let's pop the bubbles. Maybe we need to give it a minute before stuff happens. So I'm going to start off with the next set of magnets and the next color over here, and then we'll see if this has changed in the meantime. So next, I already have my resin. I think I'm going to work with this tray mold, and the next set of magnets that we're using are these. They are so cute. I mean, look at them. Right, I am going to link all of the magnets that I'm using. They're all from Amazon, and I'm going to link them down for you. But how cute are these? Like, I could just like play with these as it is. They're so cute. Right, let's put these down as best as I can. I think something is happening. I'm not sure. Okay, I think that'll do. And now for the next color, let's go with this Neo color. It looks quite fun. Oh my God, that color looks amazing. Okay, and let's put some in. Oh, that color, you guys, it is yummy. Okay, something is happening, you guys. Something is definitely happening. I am so excited. This is gonna work. Okay, so apparently it takes a minute. So if it's not happening straight away, maybe give it a minute. Okay, this color is my new favorite color. Like, seriously, it's so deep and gorgeous. Magnetic or not, I mean, these pigments are amazing. It's so gorgeous. Pop some bubbles. So as it turns out, our little coaster did most definitely work, but the tray on the other hand didn't really do much. I'm guessing magnet strength also obviously has a play in this, and maybe those ones weren't as strong. But we have a lot more tests to do, so I'm going to carry on with our next magnet, which is this gorgeous heart-shaped magnet. Love it. I mean, how cute is this? And once again, I'm randomly putting these down on the tray, and this time we're using this tray mold just to change it up a bit. And since we're working with heart-shaped magnets, I decided to pick this color which has like a pinky hue to it. And once again, as I've mixed up, I'm obsessed with the color. Time to pour. Now with this one, I feel like we can instantly see some effects. I mean, these effects look like plasma, or I don't know, it's so hard to describe, but they look super fun. We're going to leave that to cure and we're going to come back to it later. Next up are these kind of pebble shaped magnets. They're iridescent kind of magnets. They look pretty cool. Not that that's going to change anything with the result, but again, they're kind of like a pebble shape, and I'm just laying these out randomly as well. The color that I've chosen here is Aurora, and oh my god, it does give it Northern Lights all the way. And I've gone for this kind of like a plate tray mold situation. So fingers crossed. And once again, I feel like the effects are able to come up quite quickly. So I do feel like the magnets that are bigger, slightly bigger in size, are working definitely better than the smaller ones. So far, that's what I think. I am so excited, you guys. This is looking so cool. I am obsessed with this technique. Also, Sky wants to pop up right here and show you his little man bun situation that he has going on. And also he wants you to like, comment and sub and ring that notification bell if you haven't done that already. So I feel like we're at the midway point of the video and I can start unmolding some of the ones that we've made so far. So this is a coaster that we made, first one with the tiny cube magnets, and I don't know why, but for some reason the resin and the mold have fused a little bit, but look at that. Oh my goodness, I am obsessed. Love it, love it, love it, love it so much. I'm so excited to see all of the rest. So moving on, and here's the tray, and we use like the chip type magnets for this, and I don't think it's done much. I mean, it's done some on the edge, but the center just looks a bit weird. So in my opinion, I would probably not recommend this magnet for this purpose. Next was our heart one, and oh my god, look at it. You guys, I cannot even tell you how much I am digging this already. Now I have to point out the magnets were heart-shaped, and I was kind of expecting some heart-shaped effects, which is not what happened here. It's kind of doing its own thing. Once again, I think it's giving plasma. Whatever it's doing, I'm obsessed. Now, next one was our Aurora one. So let's bring that out. And for this one, we had the like pebble looking magnets, and oh my god, you guys, oh my god, speechless. I mean, this one literally has me speechless. This is giving ocean, this is giving Aurora. It is, I can't describe it in words. I mean, how else would you get these effects in resin? I don't think you can. I mean, this whole magnet situation is absolutely brilliant. But we're not stopping here. We have more magnets, so we're going to carry on with some more tests. Now, the next ones here that I have are these beady ones. Again, I'm not sure how I want to use them. I'm kind of just trying to play around with them a little bit and see how I want these to be. And I've decided to go with this, kind of like have the beads around the edge. And since I have them in a round, I'm going with a round plate mold again, and I'm picking the next color. Again, you guys, I'm obsessed with these micas. Totally and utterly obsessed with these micas. Also, I want to take a moment to thank Mary Lorimer. Thank you so much, Mary, for liking, commenting, and supporting my channel. I really appreciate you and all of you guys that watch my videos. Thank you ever so much. And in goes the resin, fingers crossed. Now I can see something happening. I can see that the resin is being like kind of pushed from the edges towards the inside, but can't really tell a lot. So again, we're gonna see how this turns out. On this one, you guys, I did load the mica powders quite a lot. Once again, because I wanted to see if there's any difference with going heavier mica powders and going lighter. So I'm going to do the next one with a little less mica, and we're just going to see if that makes any difference, because we're all experimenting here. So I'm going to pop some bubbles and leave this to cure. We're going to move on to the next one, and the next set of magnets is this oblong shaped magnets, and I have to say I was struggling to handle these were a bit tricky to figure out how to lay them. They're pretty strong, and just with the shape, I was definitely struggling with these. In the end, I decided to just lay them in a straight line and add a few on the edges and use this oblong tray that we have. And I can tell you now that it didn't work.
Spoiler alert.
It was a hot mess. The tray was not leveled because of the shape of the magnets, and my resin went everywhere. So we had to abort. We had to abort very quickly on this.
Abort! Abort! Abort!
So I had to quickly ditch those magnets, and I went back to these pebbly ones just because those ones would not lay my tray flat. So we're moving on to this. Now in this tray, as I said earlier, I did go very light on the micas. Again, because I wanted to see if that makes any difference. So we're going to find that out too. And once again, instantly, I feel like I can see effects happening. So I am well impressed. So now I do kind of want to try these oblong magnets, and I'm thinking if I lay them standing up in a circle and if they can hold a coaster, maybe it'll work. So I do want to try this. I still have some of that same mica pigment left from the tray earlier. So we're just going to use and see if we can get something on this. And I do feel something is happening. So yeah, we might get some effects. Now I still had a tiny bit resin left over, and this time I decided to mix micas. Now I haven't done that yet in this video, and I just thought, since we're experimenting, let's just throw this one in there as well, and let's just mix 2 mica powders and pour it with the magnets and see if that does anything different, or basically just to see what it does. So I had enough for a coaster, and I went back to the heart magnets that we used, and I'm just putting this down now. And I feel like this one is giving like galaxy, like the color upon mixing the 2 micas is definitely giving galaxy. So let's see how this one goes.
The next day.
Okay, so time to unmold our beauties. Now I'm starting with this ball one that we did, and this was, like I said, the one that I went quite heavy on the pigment just to see if that does anything. And bear in mind, this is still a little bit bendy because this is literally the next day and I was quite impatient, you guys. So I am seeing some effects around the edge, not so much in the middle. I mean, it's fun if that's the vibe you want. I do prefer the other ones. So again, I don't know if that has to do with the magnet or just with the fact that I laid up a lot of mica powder. Next one was this one where I went very little with the mica powder, so very light, and it is stunning. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's definitely got that cat eye vibe. I absolutely love it. And this was the one where we kind of tried to work with those oblong magnets that I had and see if we can somehow make something. And I think we did. I think it's giving like flower vibes, definitely sunflower vibes, because it kind of pulled it in like petals. So that's fun too. I'm a fan of that. I don't know why we have like a hole in the center of our coaster. Do not know what happened there. But other than that, I think that was fun. And last but not the least, we have the one where we mixed 2 micas together, and it's definitely giving galaxy. It's super cute. Okay, now don't hate on me, but I did want to try something else, which is spray painting the back of some of these. So essentially changing the background and seeing if that highlights the effect more. And I know some of you are going to be like, no, don't do it, but too late. I'm doing it already. And do you know what? We're going to find out together if this was a good idea or not. So thank me later. And this one was like a blush pinky one. So that's what I'm doing because I think it'll go well with what we have on the front. And then for this galaxy one, I'm going with a silver that I have. So once again, guys, I'm doing this on the back of the coaster or the back of the tray. And then for this one, I'm doing a black background. Last but not the least, for this flowery one that I just did, I'm going with a gold background. So we're going to let all of these dry and see if it was a good idea. Okay, so I think it is safe to say that this experiment has been super successful. This is the first one, the first coaster that I did, and I know I went ahead and coated it black, but I love that. It's giving plasma and I absolutely love the vibes all around. Right, let's move on to the next one. Now, this one right here, I mean, not much happened. Again, it could be down to the magnet not being strong enough. I love the color nonetheless, but I think it's safe to say we can move on. Next up was this gorgeous, gorgeous tray. I mean, look at that. And again, I did go ahead and do the back. So it's got like a pink back, like a peachy pink. And I think I like that. I think I like that effect on the back. I mean, it's a personal preference if you like to have it sort of semi-transparent or if you want to go with a solid color on the back. Next up was this with the little round magnets, and you can see some effects on the sides, but not as many in the center. And again, it could be down to the strength of the magnet or just the position of them. Again, love the color. Absolutely love the color. Next up, possibly my favorite. I mean, look at that. It is giving Aurora vibes. It just looks something out of this world, to be honest. It looks. This one also makes me think like it would make an amazing piece if you were to use this for like a water effect, because it's also giving like the top of a pool vibes as the sun shines through the water, if you know what I mean. But absolutely stunning. I am in love with this. We have another winner. This one right here, it's a little bit on the lighter side. This one I tried to go light on the pigments, and again, like, it's entirely up to you the kind of effect you want. I think it looks pretty cool. It's got subtle vibes, but it's got that glow. It's quite transparent, but again, I mean, it just depends what you're looking for. But love that. Absolutely love that. Here is our coaster that we did with the one that was the magnets that were going all over the place. If you can look past the little hole, I think it's definitely giving flower, and I love that effect. Finally, it's this one that we mixed two micas together in the end, and this one is giving like galaxy vibes all the way. It is so hard to pick a favorite out of all of these, but for me, it's definitely going to be like one of these. But let me know in the comments which one was your favorite, and if you want me to try this again in a different way, because I feel like this has so much potential. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye. If you've enjoyed this video, YouTube thinks you will like these two, so go check them out.